Hey, what's going on everyone? One Dr. Genius here and welcome back to another video on the Dark Tower. In this video I will be going over some final things which I've missed on the Dark Tower, right guys? I watched my previous videos and realized I really didn't talk much about the pets which was coming in and some other stuff. So I'm going to talk about those things and stay tuned for it. Alright, so the first thing which we're going to be talking about is the new pets which you guys will get in the pet book, right? So this new pet was the first thing which tipped me off to the Ice Tower coming in. So obviously we have to talk about it. Right, so first of all, this is the 154th pet in Prodigy. Now this pet's name is as Blizzhared. But either way, this is what the pet is named. Now over here you guys can see this is what the pet looks like in game, and this is what its icon looks like in the pet book. As you guys can see, this is a pretty cute pet which has two crystals as bunny ears, right? You guys can tell it kind of resembles half mixed Snowfluff with half Browl, right? You guys can see like Snowfluff and Browl morph. Wait, no, what is it called? Yes, like if you had a fusion of the Snowfluff and the Browl, this is what it looks like, a Snowfluff and Browl fusion. Anyways, you guys probably know by now that this is an ice type in Prodigy, and it has 0 evolutions, and the only way which you guys can obtain it is from the Ice Tower. And in addition to that, the only obtainment method is you're gifted it by Ada after freeing her from the Ice Tower, which requires you to defeat a boss, right? Its rarity is heroic. Henceforth, its rarity is heroic, which means it is purple. Which means nothing, actually. I mean, everyone will be able to get this pet eventually. But anyways, its availability is to everyone, and the pet ID is 154. At level 0, the monster has 500 health. At level 100, the pet has 10,400 health. And its heart to power ratio is actually 50-50, so it's a balanced pet. Now on top of that, you guys can tell that it appears like a white hair with shiny blue-purple crystal ears, large yellow eyebrows, and a gem near the neck. Alright, so over here what it says is it has white paws that fade into a light blue and gold combination, right? Yeah, you guys can see it fades into light blue and gold combination. Anyways, alongside that, its feet are also light blue with white toes. Now the description of this monster says, while typically silenced, the sounds of a blizzard munching the sound of a blizzard munching an ice carrot can be deafening. So it seems like that despite this pet's being extraordinarily quiet, it seems that one munchy carrot can make you deaf. Jesus. Okay, that is a very strong ice pet if just one crunching carrot can destroy your ears. Anyway, since this is an ice pet, it's weak against fire and shadow spells, it's strong against storm, and it is neutral against the following. It's neutral against ice, water, earth, and astral. Now, the spell set actually gives it a little bit of an advantage in this. Because of this spell set, it makes the pets neutral, it makes the pet a little bit stronger against ice and earth type pets. Do you guys want to see why? Well, that is because over here it can cast 2 fire spells, right? And not only that, but 2 ice spells as well. Now, the fire spells are the important thing, because fire is strong against 2 elements. So if you have a neutral pet casting strong spells against 2 elements, it should be a little bit more effective than what the other pets have in store. So this means that this pet is going to be a little bit stronger against its own type and earth, which is quite an advantage if you guys ask me. Now, of course, this will be neutral against water and astral, that I do not expect to change. And so far, it's similar to Brumble because, well, you only get it from the Dark Tower. Alright, now here are some screenshots of this guy in battle. Now we're going to move back onto Shadow Glaciers. So some of you guys were saying that the Shadow Glaciers look like an Ember Shed, and to be honest, I kind of don't understand what point you're looking at this from, but okay, alright. Yeah, to me it kind of immediately looks like glaciers, but let's start making some educated inferences. Because the name is Shadow Glaciers, we can assume it's related to glaciers because we've already had the Shadow Worm in Prodigy, which was related to the Ice Worm. So I'm believing that this is probably the Puppet Master's shadow version of the glaciers. Now, of course, I would really love it if we could catch glaciers, but unfortunately we cannot. And now for the glaciers, here's the thing which it has. Its base health is actually 14,000, which is 200 more than a level 100 wizard with 8 health gear, right? I'll tell you guys that. And now it appears to be a purple version of the glaciers. Unlike the glaciers, its muzzle is shaped differently and longer and slimmer, and it has laid back ears. And on top of that, it also seems to be shorter than glaciers and has patches of crystals which are smaller, but the crystals themselves are large, right? So the crystals are large, but the patches of them are much smaller. It has dark purple eyes and a heart-shaped lavender nose. What? Oh, okay, I see. You guys can see its nose actually looks heart-shaped and lavender. So now the spells which this can cast is Snowling Ball, which is, well, the normal spell. Spherical Crush, which is the multi-range ice spell. Right, let me just quickly show you guys these spells. As seen over here, this is, well, Snowling Ball, right? You guys can see it summoned up like this and casted. Now we will look at the spell known as Spherical Crush. Well, you guys can see it basically summons a large crystal above the monster's head and drops it. Now the Shadow Shock is a spell which can be casted by the Titan and other shadow type elements. As you can see, it basically releases a type of charged particle which is of dark matter at your wizard. So this is what Shadow Shock looks like. Alright guys, so for Royal Roar, it unfortunately seems like I actually do not have any GIFs of it, so you guys might have to wait a little bit on that. And as you guys can tell, there's really not much information available on the pet yet, but this is what Ada's room looks like. Once you guys finish all 8 floors of the tower, this is what Ada's room looks like, and this is where you'll have to do the battle. Alright, now let's talk about Ada's office key. So obviously you guys know you'll get the office key after completing the 8th floor of the tower. Now once you complete the 8th floor, you guys will be able to unlock Ada's door, from which you guys will have to battle the Crystal Golem and save them. So this is a very important item in the game because it will actually allow you to access the towers. Without it, you guys are just kind of stuck. Alright, so it's kind of like Florian's key because of the way it works, but that's really all. Alright, now let's talk about some things about the Ice Tower and my speculations. I do not know why. Maybe it's probably because people were getting confused and think that they were supposed to be able to unlock it and they weren't, so yeah. And if to anyone who was able to understand that, you are absolutely amazing, and I wonder if Google actually captioned that properly. I actually have no idea. Anyways, back to what I was saying is that my high speculation is that you likely need to be floor 35 in order to access the tower. And on top of that, a thing which you guys will notice is that you guys might be thinking, well, what is this? This is hocus pocus. Well, let me give you guys some information. Right, if you guys aren't at a certain level when you guys enter the academy and have finished Firefly Force, then what happens is that you guys aren't able to place the gem until you reach the next level. So I do believe you have to be level 25, also known as 1/4 of the wizard level's accomplishment, or also known as 25% of the total levels in the game in order to place down the pedestal. Alright guys, so that is all of the information which I do believe I missed in my previous videos, so I wanted to give you guys more in-depth information about these items. And I really hope you guys found some more information about these items, got some idea of what I was thinking, and yada yada yada. So guys, subscribe, like, turn the notification bell. I will be catching y'all awesome people next time when Dr. Genie's out the house. Also guys, subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks. Bye.